DC, The Voice, Alabama Prisoner Profiles. What's going on with y'all, man? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment on the video, and donate to the little platform if you feeling generous in the Cash App, right? If you're interested in coming on the show, get at me on one of the socials, man. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? Now, the newsletter folks done got back at me, and it turns out my goof ass, you know what I'm saying, them put an A instead of a G in Gmail, so that's why they didn't get my request. But whoever heard the last video reached out to them folks via email and let them know, you know what I'm saying, to get back at me. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to you, right? So now I'm on, and now I'm getting the newsletters. I'm going to keep bringing them to y'all there. Happy with the presentation on that, right? Now, in a newly developed case of medical neglect that was sent in to me by none other, right, that Miss Rhonda, right, y'all know what's going on. Shout out to Rhonda. Done checked on me during these tribulations and stuff like that consistently, so, you know, I get a lot of information from her, so she asks, and I do, so, here we go. Jerry Lyndon Witten is serving a life sentence within the Alabama Department of Corrections and is currently housed at Hamilton Aged and Infirm Facility, according to records. Mr. Witten is confined to a wheelchair with a number of illnesses/ailments that plague his body. The advocate's account is as follows. On June 29th, I was in contact with Jerry Witten's mother. Jerry, at the time, was at Donaldson Correctional Facility. Back in May, Jerry was jumped and robbed of everything he had except his shoes. Jerry has Parkinson's, seizures, blind in one eye completely, legally blind in the other, has trouble with, I had trouble with that word, I'm gonna get back here. Has trouble with whatever that's it, maybe that's motion or something like that from all the pain medication he was on. Maybe that's I don't know. He don't have a good memory. He has COPD. He has 2 shunts in his head. Shunts are implanted in the brain to drain cerebrospinal fluid and relieve pressure in the skull. He also has blood clots in his lungs, which he should be getting treatment for or medication. A pulmonary embolism can be life-threatening. Back in July, Jerry was taken for an MRI. It was found that Jerry was suffering from a brain bleed. Instead of being treated with medication and put in the ICU to be monitored closely, they sent him back to the prison. Jerry is confined to a wheelchair. He can't even hold a cup in his own hand. When Jerry returned to the prison, he was placed in the infirmary. He is unable to keep any food down. Jerry went from 260 pounds to 130 pounds. The prison had been giving him 2 Ensures a day. That stopped because they said they were out of them. So so let him starve to death? Jerry's mom was putting $25 on a guy's books to help him protect him. Last month, Jerry was jumped and beaten in the infirmary by 2 men. How that happened, I would love to know, since at Donaldson, the door has to be popped to get into the infirmary. Something isn't right about that. Did I mention Jerry has a lawsuit on the Alabama Department of Corrections for medical neglect? Sounds like that may be the reason Jerry was jumped. Jerry ended up having a stroke. His speech is off. He can't dial a phone, can't drink out of a cup, and so on. He's confined to the wheelchair. Jerry's family filed for an emergency hearing. At that time, the judge said Jerry needed to be moved. The case was continued until today. Well, it was dismissed. An agreement was written. The Department of Corrections agreed to leave him in the infirmary. I spoke to his mother earlier today, and she received a call from Jerry that they were putting him back in the general population. So I guess another inmate helped him call. Which the Department of Corrections is going against the agreement. If Jerry is returned to general population, it would only take probably 1 hit in the head. Jerry could be gone. When Jerry got jumped and couldn't defend himself against 2 men confined to a wheelchair, Jerry's mom was told if Jerry fought back, he would be labeled aggressive and thrown in segregation. Thrown in segregation for defending himself, when those 2 prisoners should have never been in the infirmary in the first place. I asked his mother, did she want to say anything, to get out to the public, and her response was, quote, "I want these people to do their job, protect and take care of my disabled son. The system is broken." And there y'all go, there y'all have it, man. We got another case of medical neglect here, and as y'all can, for lack of better words, bro, it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully his family can get the resolution they need in order to keep him alive as long as possible, right? So y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. DC The Voice, Alabama Prisoner Profiles, at the gate.